What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special Halloween edition of Super Geeked Up.
Woo!
Hey, everybody, my name is Jeff. Thank you very much for joining us. This is a special Thursday night show for Halloween. We're very excited to celebrate that with you and do some cool, spooky, geeky chat and improv games. I am joined once again by co-host from Sincere Sarcasm, Fernandez.
Hi everyone! Happy Halloween! All dressed up, ready to go. Yeah.
Yes, you are.
On everything with my fancy glasses. So I'm set.
They're awesome. And our special guest, we're very excited. He is from such shows as Night Attack and Politics. It is Justin Robert Young.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
Oh man, we are doing all awesome, and it is great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. This fine Halloween.
Hey, we're getting an echo again. That's great.
Oh good.
Oh
no.
Oh wait, I think I can. Hang on. I'm sorry.
You can fix it here and now.
Yeah. Okay. Try it. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I just fixed it.
All right. Well, look, you know what? We start every Super Geeked Up show with our Super Geeky question of the day. So let's go ahead and ask you guys in the chat room and ourselves, what is the coolest or most fun thing you've ever done on Halloween? And what is something you've always wanted to do on Halloween? So, Justin, what's something cool that you've done on Halloween that you really enjoyed?
You know, I'm going to stretch the definition here a little bit to go beyond like the physical day, but easily the coolest thing that I've done in and around the Halloween holiday is my co-host on Night Attack.
I'm sorry, guys. Actually, I'm going to restart the whole thing real fast. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a special Halloween edition of Super Geeked Up.
Woo!
Yeah! Hey, everybody, my name is Jeff. Thank you very much for joining us. We're excited to celebrate a Halloween edition with you. We're going to do some geeky chat and improv games. We're going to kind of theme them all to Halloween and spooky stuff, so we're very excited. Thank you for joining us very much. I am joined, as usual, by co-host from Sincere Sarcasm, Fernandez.
And today, I am Black Panther with
my
fun, cool little glasses here. So I'm here to defend Wakanda and all that good stuff. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Happy Halloween.
Good. I feel very safe with you here.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's all I needed. All I needed was this.
We are joined by a special guest from such shows as Night Attack and Politics. It is Justin Robert Young.
Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Halloween.
Great. Yeah, happy Halloween. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure.
In the chat, before we get to our first geeky question, first off, they said there's no echo, so that's fantastic because we just fixed that problem. So that's good. Thank you, guys.
Plus.
Listeners Mate also says, our good buddy Anthony says, why is Jeff dressed as an entry-level Ghostbuster? Well, I'll tell you, Anthony.
Well, you have Zedmore's name, though. You can't be an entry-level Ghostbuster.
No. So here's the thing. So Francis and I decided kind of last minute we're going to do very simple, quick costumes. So this is what I could find at the costume store that didn't cost a fortune without getting the whole get-up. So I actually have the name tags for all of them that came with it, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to switch probably to represent all of them. But I'm starting with my favorite, Winston Zedmore, played by the awesome Ernie Hudson. He's actually my favorite Ghostbuster, so I'm going to start with him.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the man. I don't think he gets enough credit either, man.
No,
not.
Really?
No. So, yeah, Zedmore. All right. Cool. And cool. Look, check out this cool back of the shirt, though, too.
Oh, we can't see it because it blurs out.
Oh, great. All right. Forget it. It's a Ghostbuster symbol. All right. There you go. All right. Let's get to. Thank you, everybody, for watching the chat. Really appreciate you guys. The Chaz, let's just make Chris, Tammy. I see you guys are there. Thank you. Keep chatting away. You're gonna help us with our improv games later tonight. We're gonna play superhero marriage counseling. We're gonna play super chat. We really need your help with that one. But first, we're gonna start off with one of our super geeky questions of the day.
All right. So it is Halloween. There's all these different things you can do. You can go trick-or-treating. You could visit mazes. You can go to haunted houses. But there must be something that stands out for you all as the one thing, the cool thing that happened around the Halloween season. So what was it? And is there anything that you'd like to do or always wanted to do during Halloween? So, Justin, what's something cool or awesome that you've done during the Halloween season?
So yeah, I'm gonna take it a little bit away from the actual like 24 hours of Halloween and just say the coolest thing that I've done in that October spooky season was my co-host on Night Attack, Brian Brushwood, is a magician and performed a couple years at Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios in Orlando. Wow. So not only did I get to see my friend perform, but I also got to get in for free and just have him skip all the lines because he was like a big shot. And so like for a Florida kid like myself, being able to just totally run through lines at like haunted houses that would normally have you waiting for like an hour and a half was thrilling. It was exhilarating and pulse pounding.
Pays to know the talent, doesn't it?
Oh, dude, it was awesome. Yeah, so that's probably the coolest thing. I'll tell you what. If I were to say that it's something I would want to do, it would be maybe one of those like old Hollywood style like seances or something like that. Like go to some place that's like, really like has a reputation for being haunted and do like one of them old mentalism like your spiritualist routines where like there's knocking and somebody starts spitting blood out of their eyes or something like that. Like, I'd love that. That would be great.
Spitting blood out of their eyes.
Blood out of your eyes.
Yeah, just that old canard.
So, see, you actually brought up, Justin, two of the things I would want to do on Halloween. I've never been to Universal for their horror nights, and I've always wanted to go because I love that kind of stuff. Haunted house and all that stuff. So that'd be amazing. The other thing I was also thinking too that like I would like to actually go to like a real haunted house or a supposed real haunted house.
Yeah.
But that's only like probably a little bit of me, and more of me would probably no way actually go into that fucking house at all. I would just run away.
Well, there's plenty of haunted hotels. That's really the big thing. Yeah. So it's like there's a few. I know there's one in Oklahoma City. There's one somewhere else in the mountain region of the country, like in Denver, Utah, or something like that. So, I would say. And then, of course, in L.A., there's a million. People have been dying there forever.
Yeah. I'm certain there's isn't Hollywood Hotel? There's a hotel in Hollywood.
Yeah. There's some specific thing that, like, if you, I don't know, somebody's died there and,
So in the chat, first off, we had Scorpio here and Victor joined us. But Chris Hadley says, where I used to live years ago, one of the people in our neighborhood dressed up his house like the Bates Motel, and they even had Mother's shadow in the upstairs window.
Oh,
that's cool. Great.
I like that a lot.
That's cool. All right, Francis, what about you? What do you?
So mine isn't even. Yeah, mine's the same. Not on Halloween, but around Halloween time, I went and did the dinner and tour of the Queen Mary. They have a haunted tour of the Queen Mary.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a lot of fun. They tell you
Want
about.
to tell people what that is who are not from Southern California?
Sure. The Queen Mary is this gigantic, just cruise liner, just parked down in Long Beach. They hold like events there, dinners, stuff like that, and they also have tours during Halloween where you can see the walking around show where people died, where people have haunted the different portions of the boat, and it's a really cool experience if you're into that sort of thing. And we'll stop in certain rooms, turn off all the lights, and see if we can hear the spirit that still roams the halls or whatever. It's a
Did you hear or see anything?
No, but there was this. Okay, so there was one room. It was a cargo hold where they said, "Oh yeah, a bunch of people who were transported died in this room or something." And they turned off all the lights, and this guy was just like, "Oh no, something's happening," and no one did anything until one person turned on their flashlight. This guy had his arm up, saying, "I'm not doing this. This is someone else doing this to me." And I thought, no, man, that's I mean, come on, really?
He was just raising his hand to indicate that he was that guy.
He was that guy, exactly. But otherwise, not a lot of. I mean, it feels creepy. Like when you're walking around there, you feel creeped out. So
it is. It's a creepy facility. By the way, fun Queen Mary facts. Once owned by Disney because they were going to build a theme park down there around it. Back in the late '90s, but the plans for that, because they wound up scrapping it, were purchased and used by Tokyo Disney. And so now Tokyo Disney Sea has a gigantic fake Queen Mary off the side of it. And inside of it, inside the Queen Mary is a restaurant dedicated to Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, damn.
Only in Japan, right? Only in Japan.
Yeah. But yeah, fun. Go to the Queen Mary. Queen Mary's awesome. If you've been in Long Beach, yeah.
My friend actually just stayed on there for like a few days. Stayed in the ship.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't rock or anything. Everything's all moored to the side from years and decades ago. But yeah, go see it. I'm sure somebody died somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, according to that tour, they died everywhere.
Yeah.
Ship, so.
In the chat, as you were describing that, Francis, Victor Snyder says, "Oh, good, the ship and not the person called Queen Mary." Yes, correct. The ship.
The ship, not the person. Yeah, the haunted person, Queen Mary. The thing I want to do is, again, similar to what you guys are saying, but I want to do the ghost hunters, like just some kind of weird ghost hunters overnight stay at a house or something and have all of the equipment and see if we can hear the EVP or whatever it is, not EVP, whatever it's called, EMP, I don't know what it's called, whatever it is.
It's not EMP.
It's not EMP, but I think it is
electromagnetic pulse.
Right. But they have they record sounds and they see if you can hear voices and they see if you can see differences in temperature. There's a spirit if it's cold in one area or hot in another. I don't know. It's just a really cool thing to just even, I don't know, be a part of. I'd love to try that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
In the chat, Chaz Gillespie, who is from my hometown of Albany, New York, says one Halloween he went around dressed up as someone who had been shot in the head 3 times, and he made the prosthetics himself. He got a lot of headache jokes. Of course,
God.
Of course he did.
Well, apparently someone who was dressed up as Carrie got into a major car accident, I guess today, and people were freaking out because they thought she was dead because she was covered in blood. But no, it was just her costume.
Hang on. Oh, she didn't really. I thought you meant
she actually did
into a car accident.
She did get into a car accident.
Oh, but she wasn't.
The first responders and EMTs thought she was dead because she was covered in realistic blood for her Carrie costume, which, of course, you're going to have a story like that every Halloween, I think.
Yeah. Coolest thing I did on Halloween, actually, I get to do it, I think, 3 or 4 times. I went to Salem, Massachusetts.
Jeez.
Which is a pretty awesome place to spend Halloween, actually, because the whole town kind of goes nuts and it's just swarming with people. I kind of call it like the Mardi Gras of Halloween, but with less nudity.
They're Puritans, right? So they're dressed up in.
No, yeah, there's tons, man. It's tons of costumes, lots of all these haunted houses all over the place. You can go in the different witches museums and stuff, and the dungeons, and yeah, it's really cool, actually. It's awesome.
I mean, although comparatively in Salem, I guess if a lady's showing her neck, it's basically the same as flashing for beads.
Exactly. Her ankle is showing a little.
Yeah, oh man, this place it's lit on Halloween.
Scandalous.
I've been seeing ankle all night. 2 bros high five.
Oh man. Please tell me that's how it was like, Jeff.
That's exactly what it was like.
Okay, good.
It got too risque for me. I had to leave. There was too much neck and ankle.
Neck and ankle.
Maria Duran, our good friend and Patreon supporter, just joined us in the chat. Hey, Maria, thank you so much for watching. Everybody who supports us on Patreon, and everybody who's watching, thank you. And a lot of people in the chat are talking about Hocus Pocus, which is actually my personal favorite movie to watch on Halloween. So
yeah.
It's great.
Virgin. That's all I have to say. Virgin.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the one word they say at 30 sometimes in that movie. Love it.
Yep. All right. Hey, I think it's time for our first improv game of the night.
Oh, all right.
France, I don't know why you're grown. You got the easy one.
I know.
This is called Superhero Marriage Counseling. So first off, guys, just to get you guys started in the chat, describe the game. We need you guys to give us some fictional characters. Just start throwing out some fictional characters. Can be from anywhere. Although, actually, I'm sorry. You know what? We're going to theme it. So give me some fictional characters that might be in a horror movie or a monster movie or just somehow related to Halloween, like some movies or shows you would think about with Halloween associated with that. All right, put those in the chat. And what we're going to do is Justin and I are going to play 2 of those characters who are having some marital problems. And then yes, and then that's tough.
You know, it happens more and more these days.
Exactly.
Yeah. Showed too much ankle.
Yeah, it's a shame.
And Francis is going to play the marriage counselor that we're going to, who's trying to help us with our problems. So as I, by the way, listeners may just reminded me that Jennifer Nangle, an actress who we've had on the show before, grew up near Salem, and she made a movie about her. She grew up in a haunted house. That's actually true. She's told me that story.
Wait, that she did grow up in a haunted house?
She grew up in a haunted house, yes, near Salem, Massachusetts. Let's see here. Got some suggestions. The Blob, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Scooby-Doo.
Who's Malvolio?
Malvolio, Queen of Screams.
What's that?
Why do I feel like I know that?
I feel like I should know that too, but I've never heard of Malvolio. That's a new one to me.
Oh, I think that might be a character Jennifer Nangle plays. We just
okay.
I think that's what he's doing. Okay. Keep coming, guys. These are good suggestions, though. I actually like that. I'm not a huge horror fan, so I'm glad there's some people actually know who they are.
I'd like to see someone play the Blob. That'd be fun.
So wait, I'm thinking of the Thing. The Thing is what could like take the.
Yeah, yeah.
So who was the Blob? Was just like a big blob.
The Blob. There was two versions. There's one of the classic '50s ones, and then I think they redid it in the '70s. But yeah, it's really just a gelatinous blob that kind of keeps growing and eats your dogs and various.
Talk?
So no, it certainly doesn't. It just kind of grows and oozes and pusses and eats supporting characters.
Yeah, exactly. It's doing its job.
Yeah.
We got Chaz says Adam's Family, Victor, Chucky, Adventure Industries, Pazuzu. I'm not sure what that is either.
I don't know. Pazuzu? Is that a...
Scorpio says The Wolfman. And Dracula. All right. Anything there that, Justin, you liked out of those things I read off?
Oh, I'll go with whatever you choose. Randomize it. Except for Malvolio, Queen of Screams. I don't know who the hell she is.
Okay. I'm
fine with the Wolfman. I'll go with the Wolfman.
Great, Wolfman. I love it. All right, you can be the Wolfman, and I guess I'll be Buffy.
Oh, Buffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering if you're gonna go for Chucky. That's a fun one.
Right? Dude, that really fucking. I can't watch any of those movies, man.
Can't watch that movie.
That doll. Yeah, that really fucking creeps me out.
I get you. It's all right.
All right. So here we go. Thank you guys for your suggestions. Very much appreciate it. All right. So let's see here. So Francis is going to be the counselor. Justin is the Wolfman. I am Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And we are going in for some marital counseling. Right. Francis, take it away.
So wait. You said, I'm sorry, you said Buffy? You said you were?
I'm Buffy.
Okay,
He's the Wolfman. Yeah.
I'm the Wolfman.
Awesome. Buffy, Wolfman, thank you so much for coming to my session here. I know you guys are having troubles with your marriage. Please tell me what is going on. What is wrong with you two? What is happening?
Well, listen, there's a lot of hair, all right? There's hair everywhere. It's in the sink. It's in the tub. In the toilet. My steaks are covered with hair. How am I supposed to battle vampires?
All right. Look, number one, I feel like this is a relationship that's totally out of balance because I don't complain about the patrols. I don't complain about you putting yourself in harm's way. What if, God forbid, something were to happen to you? All of a sudden, I'd be on the hook for the full mortgage. All right. Here's the one thing. One night a month. That's all I ask for is one night. So yes, is there a little hair? Sure. That's why I got a shop vac last month. Like, I swear to God, I've been trying to sweep it up, make sure that everything is tidy. But I don't see any kind of action on your end being taken for the rest of the calendar month.
All right. Well, first off, there's plenty of action in the bedroom. And yes, that is true. He is very good at doing household chores like vacuuming. So that is very helpful.
So the chores are enough for you two. Is that right? Is that enough to offset the hair all over the place? Can you handle it for one night only? It's one night. He has a point.
Oh, I got a lot of points here with my stakes too.
Wolfman, do you have any problems with Buffy? I mean, Buffy must be,
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, next thing, I just think that she could probably do a better job. Nobody's perfect, but stray blood. I'm trying. I've laid out a suit. I have a very big business meeting. I have to fly to Kalamazoo in the morning. I'm not gonna have a chance to change. Next thing you know, I show up at the La Quinta. I look in the mirror, and I've got a gigantic a spray of arterial blood that apparently came in on her sleeve the night before. I wish we could maybe just keep it, maybe change clothes in the garage or something. Like there could be something that just allows me to not have strange of cursed blood on my business attire.
All right. Well, first off, honey, I love that you're staying at La Quinta. You're getting us a lot of points, so thank you. That's a good choice.
Yes, we're working toward that big vacation.
Yeah. The second, listen, when vampires break into our house and try to kill us, what do you want me to do, all right? I'm sorry I had to murder them right over you as you were sleeping, and the blood got everywhere, but look, that's what my job is, all right?
Look, would it kill you to throw down a tarp? Before you throw down their corpse, can you please throw down a tarp? Like, would it kill you to think about it? We can put tarps in every room.
Yeah, why not? I'm in the middle of battling vampires. I have to deal with Xander and Willow and all their teenage angst. And do I love Angel or Spike or you? I can't decide. And now I'm going to also throw down tarps.
Wait, now there's more people here. I don't know if I like this.
Oh, wait, never mind. You forget the other guys.
Yeah. Wow. Well, now I know how you keep busy while I'm ravaging the countryside during a full moon.
So what kind of resolution can we come here? Maybe we can have a vampire killing room, and maybe we can have a hair room. Does that sound reasonable for the two of you to have a room for each activity? Would that be nice?
Oh, that's a good idea. We do have a pretty big house. Maybe that's a good solution.
Yeah, all right. I'll transfer the garage into that'll be where I keep my hair. I won't go. Look, in the same way that you've been very good about taking off your shoes so we don't mess up the carpet, I'll make sure that when I transform into a bloodthirsty werewolf, a literal death machine, I'll do my best to stay in the garage.
Oh.
Thank you. And I'll put a sign up for all vampires to enter through the attic, and I'll just take care of them up there so you don't have to get blood all over you.
See...
Look at that. I love it. I love that you found a resolution. Good job, you two. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. All right.
I'm glad we're not going to have to get a divorce.
Yes.
All right. That's the perfect way to end it. Very nice.
Wow. I love that. That was awesome.
Yeah. In the chat, people were commenting on your Freud. Is that what they were assuming you were doing there?
I don't know. Just the first voice that came to my head.
It was great.
It's fine.
Laura, who's watching from Argentina. Hey, Laura. She says, the fleas, Buffy. The fleas. Oh, yeah.
Didn't think about the fleas.
All right. So there we go. All right. Good job. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the great character suggestions. All right, let's see here. Oh, all right. So we got some more games coming up. We're going to do Super Chat. We got another super geeky question about Halloween. But first, let's talk a little bit more to our guest and all the cool stuff he's up to. So, Justin, you want to tell them? Well, why don't we start with Night Attack? You want to tell people about Night Attack?
Sure. Night Attack is a comedy program that airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It stars myself and Brian Brushwood of Scam School and the Modern Rogue on YouTube fame. And we just kind of get into some hijinks. If you like the show, you're going to really like Night Attack. We play a lot of funny games. For example, last week on Tuesday, we played one of our favorites, Apologizes For, where we take real headlines of people and businesses apologizing for horrifying things and take out what they did, and we have to all guess what kind of horrifying acts they needed to issue a public apology for. So go ahead and check that out. Night Attack, nightattack.tv.
Awesome. That sounds super fun. And you do a show called Politics.
Yes, it's about Funko Pops.
Oh my God! I've been looking for that show about that. Oh.
Yeah, no, just kidding. It's about American democracy. So yeah, no, that's obviously a political show. So if you're into politics, then it's something that I would highly recommend. The show strives to be an objective kind of place. So we kind of feel like there's plenty of places that will be the pep rally for your political issue or candidate of choice. What I hope to be is the scoreboard. So you can live in harmony with everything else. Just come on over and I'll give you my best hashing out of what's happening.
Awesome. Yeah, Francis actually has mentioned to me off the air that he thinks you're excellent at doing a very objective and fair portrayal.
I've been trying to hide my fanboying.
Wow!
I listen to pretty much everything you do.
Oh, awesome, man! Well,
I actually
thank
can't
you
believe
so
you
much.
went this long.
I know. Look, I'm trying to keep professional here. I'm trying not to just fan out all over the place. But I've been super excited about like this show because I'm a huge fan of yours.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah. I had no idea because I just met Jeff at DragonCon. But that thank you so much. It's very kind.
Oh yeah, when I saw that, I freaked out on him. I'm like, you had Justin on your.
Yeah, he didn't care about anything else I did. DragonCon. He was just like, what? You had Justin Robert Young? What?
I didn't care one bit about anything else he did. I'm like, you had Justin on your show. How was it? But I guess there's video. Is there video of the show that I can see? I want to see.
Oh, you know what? They actually they just sent it to me recently, so I will be putting that up.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Super Geeked Up live show. DragonCon, yes, Justin was very kind to be our guest. He was awesome. He was super funny. We'll definitely be putting that up for sure.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a blast. It was so fun.
So I'm gonna calm down again now, Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, you don't understand. It was just it was a big deal. But it's cool that I'm here for this show. I'm happy I could make it.
Oh yeah, well, and look, social proof. Somebody thinks I have talent. Oh, and he's here. We found the one.
All right. Yes, he's being very modest, but Justin actually does his shows at DragonCon as well, and he gets a huge crowd. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Let's see here. So I think anything else? Where can they follow you on Twitter?
Oh, I got a Twitter. Twitter.com/Justin R. Young is where you can direct your web browsers.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yes, please check out his shows. Follow him on Twitter, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. You can support him on Patreon. I know you got a Patreon page as well. And as do we, folks. So if you like our geeky stuff and you want to support us on Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/super-geekedup. And actually, I'll put it up real fast. And you can also, if you're in the YouTube chat right now, they have a thing called Super Chat, I believe, where you can also support us that way and get your chat highlighted for any amount of money. Anything is very helpful for us, folks. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching, as always. Before we keep going here with the second half of the show, I want to remind you, particularly if any Earpers out there, next week we have Melanie Scrofano, who plays Winona Earp of the show of the same name. So she will be our guest next week. We're very excited about that. I met a lot of amazing Earpers and the whole cast at DragonCon, so they're great.
Earpers are insane. They are crazy, super fan.
But in the most amazing way possible.
No, this is that's a positive thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're like the most supportive, positive fandom I've seen. It really blew me away, man. I felt so accepted.
They're amazing. I've met a few of them. They're fantastic people.
Yeah. All right.
They have the belt now, right? Are there any other crazy fans that are that they're keeping their show on? Because I feel like that's something that they burn really, really hot, and then obviously at some point the show goes off the air, and it's like a measure of the fan base that kind of keeps them up there. But I feel like they're the ones. I don't even watch that show, and I know about it because there's enough people in my timeline that are talking about it.
Yeah, no, you're right. They fought super hard for season 4. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. Some of the fans, they took out billboards on Times Square to save the show.
Yeah, they love it, man.
Yeah, they went all out.
I may have to watch the show. I mean,
check it out, man.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Oh, right.
Come on, Justin. What the hell, man?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, everybody. I love it. I've watched every episode. And if you haven't, then you should feel ashamed.
Exactly.
All right. Oh yes, actually, Laura's in the chat. She says yes, we are, because she is an Earper.
Oh,
hell yeah.
There you go.
No, yeah, I want no beef with the Earpers. I don't need that smoke. Not one bit.
Yeah, no. So I'm super excited for all. Hopefully, got tons of Earpers watching next week, and we have Melanie on. Can't wait. That'll be back on our normal time, folks. Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Hope you can join us. All right. So let's see here. Oh, it's time for our second super geeky question, which is, what fictional character would you want to spend Halloween with? Justin, if you could, any fictional character you want, you could spend Halloween
tough one.
With him or her. Who would you choose?
You know, all right. So this just came to the top of my head. I don't know if it would be the best. It might actually be dangerous, but I remember when I first watched when I was a kid, the original Dracula movies, where that was like
the Karloff.
Like the Boris Karloff stuff, right? Like, he just seems so lonely. Like I always felt bad for Dracula. Like, yes, eventually people show up and he murders all of them because he's Dracula. But like before that, he really just seemed like a guy who needed a friend. Like there was like a moment, and like initially when I maybe I was internalizing it. And I'm sure this is just a field day for some psychologist to explain my childhood, but like, I immediately was just like, oh, cool. I bet you Dracula is like super pumped. Like he's just like, oh man, I've been bored as hell. Like I've just been a bat flying around. Like I don't even have a schedule. I don't even know what day it is. I'm sure that's the first thing that he asked him was just like, what is it, Monday? Is it? I swear to God, I don't even have any idea. Like I lost my last charger for my phone. It's been dead forever. Like, so I don't know. I feel like I'd want to hang with Dracula, like, but like spooky, like Transylvanian castle Dracula, not any of these like newfangled vampires that are like going to TJ Maxx and like, you know, buying cryptocurrency. Like I want old Dracula.
Hell yeah. That's the way to go, man.
Even Gary Oldman Dracula, I'll take. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, and I feel like I'd feel better for myself because I'd feel like I was like making him feel better. That he I could be just like kind of a cool bud.
I love that. Yeah. I love that Dracula is like just, he needs a friend and he's bored, and that's your take on it. That's great.
I mean, me. And then like he'd try to like sneak in and, you know, suck my blood and murder me, but I'd like have a little garlic. I'd be like, and he'd go like, and
you got me.
We'd just laugh and laugh. Like I just think it'd be a good time.
That's the buddy comedy I want to see.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, man. That'd be a great movie. In the chat, some people are giving their answers to this. What fictional character they want to spend Halloween with? Victor says Tom Baker's Doctor Who.
Oh, sure.
And then his second choice would be James Bond.
That'd be strange. Thought James Bond on Halloween, huh?
Well, you could go on a cool mission or something.
Sure.
A spooky mission. I don't know.
A spooky, yes.
Why does it? James Bond never goes in like haunted houses.
Well, yeah. Well,
I mean, but also, like, all right, what about like Jack Skellington? You could just hang out and both bitch about how much you hate your jobs.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Oh,
yeah. And it's like, oh, this sucks. And he's like, oh my God, tell me about it.
And randomly break out into song every once.
Yeah.
Be amazing.
There's a lot of lessons in that. Like, if you hate your job, that you should, I mean, like, when's the last time you sang a song about your job? Right? Like, he hated it. He hated it so much he wanted to like transfer teams.
Almost happened.
And it almost, and that boogie woogie man, a-hole.
It's all his fault.
Scorpio Moon says Sabrina is who he would want to spend Halloween with. That's a good choice.
That's a good one.
Okay.
You got to go somebody with magic powers, right? I kind of feel like that's a key.
Maria says, I would love to hang out with Sally and Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. See, there we go.
Chaz says Chewbacca. I like that one.
Yeah.
Maria's also a big fan of your Skellington reference there.
Yeah.
And also, when you're talking about Dracula, listeners mate says, what about Dracula from Dracula Dead and Loving It? Leslie Nielsen made the best Dracula ever.
Oh, I mean, I am a gigantic Mel Brooks fan. In fact, the name Politics comes from a reference to History of the World Part 1. And the intro song has Mel Brooks saying politics in it. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Laura says Van Helsing. That's actually a great choice because if any creatures or vampires attack you, he can help you out.
Yeah, well, then the whole... Yeah, right.
He seems a bit intense, though, Van Helsing. Like, you'd be trying to talk about the World Series, then he's like, "Oh, I'll bet you, Max Scherzer's a vampire," and you're like, "God, leave it at the office."
Yeah, he does need to. I mean,
he run out to the field and try to stake him during the
yeah,
game.
Exactly. And it's like, gee, you know how expensive these tickets were, Van? This is not even the second inning.
Poor guy. Sorry, Van Helsing, whoever.
I know. I mean, world famous. I'm just saying, some people that are at the top of their field like that, they're not exactly the most pleasant people to be around on a day-to-day basis.
No.
Jackman's version of it, right? Like, yeah,
They're good in a crisis, but you're right. Maybe not every day.
Yeah.
So I would actually choose Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine Gang because that's my favorite cartoon ever.
Oh,
and
sure.
I think that's perfect for Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, spooky mysteries. They're always with ghosts and ghouls and spooky things. That's Halloween every day for them, basically.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good. And also, you can kind of, as soon as somebody gets on your nerves, you can just go hang out with somebody else, right? Like
in the group, you mean?
Yeah, it's like as soon as Fred, you're just like, all right, enough. Like, I'm gonna go hang out with Velma, because they're always separate. So you can pick and choose a little bit. That's a great utility. That's a value play.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thank you. Victor says Zatanna. I love fishnet stockings. Zatanna's a good choice actually for she's magic,
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I love Zatanna.
Actual has magic powers too. So
yeah, real legit magic.
Well, and that's the thing is so she's probably doing a show, so you can hang out before the show, and then you're watching a really good show, and then who knows if she gets into some kind of misadventure, but that's a good pick too.
Maybe she'll get you in the front of the line at Universal Studios or something.
Now we're talking, buddy.
Francis, who would you want to hang out with on Halloween?
Well, what my favorite thing to do in Halloween is give out candy to the kids. So I'd hang out with Willy Wonka, grab some candy, toss it out to the kids. I mean, that's kind of the best part, right? Like, you want to see the kids happy on Halloween when they're just roaming around in those, sweaty costumes, just walking door to door. They need some respite. And I think, hey, how about this edible spider that is not real? It's just chocolate. Here you go. And, make their day a little bit better with some funky, crazy candy to make their...
Then your Halloween day, you're pretty much spending all the normal day, getting together your arsenal of candy.
Oh, yeah.
And you're hanging the Oompa Loompas. Because at a certain point, I think he just screws off, right? He seems like the kind of guy who's like, "Oh, you got to run in the place. Just ask one of the Loompas." And then he just starts playing with his phone or leaves or something like that.
He does seem like he'll get bored easily, right?
Yeah. Or I'll be like, "Oh, I need to make sure that the schnozberries are being strained correctly. I'm leaving."
Oh, more singing too.
Yeah, exactly.
Singing involved. And yes, as long as it's not the Johnny Depp version of it, I think I'd be very down with having Willy Wonka.
Good God, yeah.
Chris says he'd love to hang out with Willy Wonka too in the chat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Good call.
So wait, do you have candy that looks like spiders? Is that really what you?
I don't. I'm just saying that was.
Oh, you got me really excited. I was like, oh, that's really, man, you're going all out.
Yeah, you got to get into the spirit, right?
Yeah.
Spiced everything.
You know who I would not want to hang out with on a Halloween? Linus from Peanuts. Because we're hanging out in a pumpkin patch all night long for this freaking great pumpkin to come like Santa Claus, and he never shows up. It's really a bummer.
I'm not going to say I've seen it. I've never seen that.
Never seen The Great Pumpkin? Charlie Brown?
No.
Oh, it's a classic.
No. I know it's a classic. I'm
a huge fan of Snoopy and Charlie Brown and everything. So.
Oh yeah, totally.
But there's no Great Pumpkins. I'm going to ruin it for you. Sorry, Francis.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like a Oh, well, either way, it's fine. It's fine. Thanks. It's okay. I'm not gonna watch it.
Tammy says Endora from Bewitched.
And who's Endora?
That was the mom.
The mom?
The mom was Endora. Yeah.
She was always causing trouble, right, for them?
Yes, because she was not pleased with the fact that she was married to a mortal. So, meddling mother-in-law, bit of an outdated stereotype in 2019, but I mean, certainly at the time was very viable.
Tammy just said we could prank Sam's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam is the Samantha. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Samantha,
all coming back to me now.
Wait, hold on. Do you think that was like a mixed race allegory?
Oh, maybe.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, I never have, and I immediately regret grinding this podcast to a halt as we now go down this rabbit hole. So I'm going to pretend like I never said it and move on. And Doro, what a lady!
Yeah,
yeah, great choice, Tammy. All right, it's way too deep for this show.
Yeah, sorry.
It's great. All right, cool. Thank you for all those great answers, folks. Let's go on to our last improv game of the night. Before Francis describes that, I'm going to start telling you guys right now, start putting in just like dialogue. We need lines of dialogue in the chat that we're going to use in this game. It can be the most randomest, kookiest, whatever stuff you want. It doesn't matter. Just start putting it in.
Yeah.
All right, Francis.
Does it need to be themed? Does any of their should it be?
We are going to theme this to Halloween, but they can put in whatever they want.
Whatever they want. Okay. Awesome. All right, it's time for Super Chat. In this game, we'll have Justin, who will be playing a fictional character, which will be suggested by the audience, while myself and Jeff will be the other characters in the scene. But our dialogue can only come from those lines given to us by the live chat. So please continue to bring in those suggestions. And as we ask for those suggestions, also bring out suggestions for what Justin can play as a character. And maybe even a scenario, right? Maybe even a scenario.
Yeah, let's give us a location you might find in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And and also maybe in a character you would like to see Justin play. By the way, as we wait for that, Tammy says, Agnes Moorehead, who played Endora in Bewitched, taught my father in law school. Well, that's very interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When I was in college, there was a class being taught by Peter Weller of RoboCop.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it an acting class?
It was, I think. It was he's an intellectual guy, and I think that the class belayed a man of such scholarly pursuits.
That's got to be intimidating to have him as your instructor, though. I got to imagine.
Yeah, I did not take any of the classes, but I knew a bunch of friends that did.
Okay.
I knew a bunch of friends that did, and they described him as a very nice but intense guy. He was not there to be like, anyway, on the set of RoboCop. Like, he was there to like teach a class, and he wanted everybody to know it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Good for him. Dead or alive. Yeah.
So we're getting some great lines here, folks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I see it.
Also, give us a location, a horror movie location, also, and give us a character that Justin could be in that maybe scene or location.
I know it's mostly dialogue.
They love doing the dialogue, but that's good. We need it.
Yeah, no, we need the dialogue.
I'm loving this dialogue. This is great.
I'm not going to be able to. Yeah. So I forgot. How do we?
Tammy says RoboCop. That's cool. All right, she likes it.
All right. No, but how are we going to make sure we don't take a? I guess we'll just.
We did it before, man. Only one person says a line at a time. It's all good.
Yeah. All right, it's all good. Look. This is why I don't go up on stage. All right, this is why I'm never on stage.
That's fine. Yeah, everything's gonna be good. We're all gonna have a good time. It's the Super Geeked Up podcast. Everybody, be cool. It's gonna be fine.
Francis, that's the right attitude.
Yeah. That's it.
See how positive he is.
Yeah, but just this experience on stage.
No, I mean, yes, and
yes. Yeah, if there's anything I know is that you have experience.
That's true, but at the same time, we're having a good time. It's Halloween. In the spirit, it's the reason for the season.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have the I don't have a live audience staring at me. That's the thing that freaks me out.
Well, I think we're going to get over it right now, tonight. In fact, by the end of it, it's going to be a Halloween miracle.
A Halloween miracle, nice.
That.
Yeah.
All right, to get ready for this game, I just changed from Egon Spengler to Peter Venkman.
Oh, good.
That's OP.
Yeah.
By the way, so Scorpio. Okay, so we got a couple suggestions. Yeah, Scorpio says you're a crazy doctor. Maria says you're Dr. Victor Frankenstein.
Ooh,
I kind of like that. You want to be You want to be Dr. Frankenstein?
Dr. Frankenstein, yes, not the Frankenstein monster.
That's correct.
As only spooky pendants will yell at you about.
Okay, so in the scene, Maria says we're in a graveyard.
A graveyard.
Okay.
So we're just in a graveyard, just hanging out in a graveyard.
Sure.
We're getting parts for the Frankenstein.
Maybe. So you're Dr.
that's
Frankenstein.
it, yeah.
Let's say Francis and I are your assistants, like Igor and Bigor. I don't know.
Two, just Igor and Igor. He wasn't original with his names. It was Igor and Igor 2. He just
All right, I got it.
All right. So you can say whatever you want, Justin, the scene, but Francis and I, we can only respond to you with lines from the chat that we're getting here.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. So take it away.
Oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Everyone's dying, and I get nothing but free spare parts. Igor 1, Igor 2, each of you take these carts from Publix. Do you guys have anything to tell me of body parts you found?
I can't hold it anymore.
Well, I mean, that's why we got you the cart. Jeez, just drop it right in there. I mean, I see an ankle, a leg, an arm, an eyeball. That's looking pretty good. Igor 2, what the hell are you doing all the way over there?
Should this smell like that?
Well, yeah, it's a dead body part, you dingus. Like, it doesn't come alive until we run a bunch of electric volts into it. Now, all right, I'm looking for
grab the flashlight and not the shotgun.
Well, yeah. Well, why would you need a shotgun for? It's just, I mean, all right. Look, guys, I'm looking for very specific parts here, so I need you to make sure you find very small hands. Don't ask. I'm just looking to do a thing. Did you find anything, Igor, too?
Sometimes we get donuts.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have right now, a big fat donut, 0 in your cart. All right? Look, I'm just going to say, this is the first time I've experimented with dual Igors, but at this point, you're going to be better off as spare parts, okay? Igor 1, you're doing great. What do you have to say to Igor 2 here?
You'll either save the world or we'll all end up fluffy bunnies.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a comment on his personal appearance, which, I mean, like, that really goes against HR. We had to put in a whole thing last year after a couple Igors got into it. So let's just go ahead and agree. In fact, I'll tell you what, Igor 1, can you just apologize to Igor 2 for calling him a fluffy bunny?
Aren't you bras a little old to be trick-or-treating?
What the hell is that? You want to know one? Igor 2, take Igor 1's cart. That's now your cart. Igor 1, that kind of subordination has gotten you totally. You just got hit with a body part bankruptcy, mister. I hope you've learned your lesson. Hey, give him a piece of your mind, Igor 2.
Did anyone think to dredge the lake?
Holy crap, I thought you were a brain-dead idiot 5 seconds ago, and now here you are, totally redeeming yourself, because I think I can remember body parts I've thrown in the lake. Now, they might be a little fixer-uppers, but we'll see what's happening. Igor 1, you go ahead and do that, unless you got something to say for yourself.
I want to be your friend in bed.
All right, look, we already have you on strike 1 for Frankenstein HR. I think that's 2 and 3. Look, Igor 2, have you ever murdered another person?
Oh, no. They're eating her, and soon they'll be eating me.
Well, I mean, I guess you're looking at the lake, so you're talking about fish. Whatever.
All right,
I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Igor 1, pull out a gun. Click. Do you have any last words?
Oh.
Okay, here's what you do. Punch it. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start.
And scene.
And scene.
And scene. All right. Excellent job.
Oh, man. See, look at that. Look at that. You're getting in trouble, man. You're getting in trouble, Jeff.
I know. Hey, dude, it wasn't me. The chat.
It's 2019. Come on. You can't say that stuff, even if you're ravaging body parts for illegal experiments.
Broads. I like that.
That's a hocus
I've
pocus
heard that
quote.
word in a long
That was
time.
a hocus pocus quote.
That was, oh, right. Oh, sure.
That's what the bus driver says to them when they try to...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the bus driver flirting with them. That's right.
Oh,
Forgot.
yeah. He was flirting hard.
Weird.
All right. He likes witches. What do you know?
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you
Hey, we all got our kinks.
Exactly.
Tammy says she's feeling a bit fluffy. Okay, cool.
Oh, good. Good. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Thank you guys, by the way. Those are amazing. Those are amazing lines of dialogue. Thank you guys in the chat. That was awesome. And Justin, great job going
that was
with
awesome.
all that nonsense.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream.
The miracle happened. The miracle.
I know. Yeah. I didn't realize how much I really want to be Dr. Frankenstein until now.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. I'm glad you came on the show and you got to realize you're...
I did. I was the real Halloween winner.
You are indeed.
Yes, real friends of the Halloweens we made along the way. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Before we get out of here, why don't you once again tell people where they can find you online and where your shows are and all that stuff?
Oh, just come on over to this website, Twitter. There you can find my handle at Justin R. Young. The R stands for really here for you to have a good time.
That's a really long middle name.
Yeah, I know. It was, my dad was drunk.
All right, yeah. So follow Justin R. Young on Twitter, Night Attack, Politics. Check those shows out.
Yeah.
And Francis, where can they find you?
Yeah, all the stuff that I do is on sinceresarcasm.net. You can find me on the Twitter and Instagram at AKA the other guy. That's me.
All right. Oh, by the way, in the chat, we're getting a lot of love for this game. Scorpio says that is the best damn game. Chris says love that game. Maria, love it. Got to do it again, Jeff. Tammy, that was Fast and Furious. Loved it. Holy shit. Wow. People really love Super Chat. All right, we'll keep doing it, folks, for sure.
Look at that, Lauren. That was so fun. So much fun.
All right. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you. Thank you for all those kind words.
Hell yeah.
And, of course, you can check us out at supergeekedup.com, supergeekedup on Twitter. We love your support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Huge thanks to Justin. Thank you for being an awesome guest.
Woo!
Oh, a pleasure. Love hanging with you guys. Thank you so much for making time for me.
Of course. Yeah, and thank you again for DragonCon. It was a blast. Thank you guys so much, viewers out there and our Patreon supporters and all you guys. We love you very much. We will be back Wednesday night next week, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, with Melanie Scrofano from Winona Earp as our special guest. So we're super excited about that. I hope you had an awesome Halloween, everybody. And if you're on the West Coast here, you're still celebrating. I hope you're doing something fun and eating lots of candy and all that good stuff. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this Halloween edition of Super Geeked Up. We will see you next week on Wednesday. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Find a body part.